right, H-Town, we just got the green light from production. We got one more amateur undercard bout for you. Are you ready? All right, please welcome to the blue corner, Brian James.
All right, welcome back in, everyone. We've got one more amateur fight for you. Those of you who may have missed some of the earlier action, we've had 5 amateur preliminary bouts so far. We've had 5 quick finishes, hence the reason for the little bit of intermission there. We've got this one fight here to go before we get into the professional side of the card. We got 8 pro fights coming up here in just a little while. Brian James, the Hitman, is what they call him. He's got a 4-0 record. We've got a someone's O must go fight in our hands here. All 4 of the Hitman's wins have come by way of decision, so he's got a little bit more experience than his opponent here. We'll see if he's going to be able to get that experience going here in just a minute. Got a tough fight on his hands, does Brian James, in his opponent Josh Thomas, who's also undefeated, making his way out to the red corner in just a moment. Again, those of you tuning back in or maybe tuning in for the first time, I am Cody Owens, aka the Texas Zombie. I'll be on the broadcast for the remainder of the card. Alex Morono will be joining me back on the broadcast and on the preliminary side, on the professional side after the preliminary bouts. He's got fighters on the card. He's got to prep and help warm up back there, wrap hands and such. Already had a couple fighters earlier. James makes his way into the corner here. Let's take it inside to Wayne and meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Josh Thomas.
Josh Thomas, Omega level is the nickname. He's also 4-0, riding a 4-fight win streak and looking to keep the momentum rolling. Omega level's coming off of a 2nd round rear naked finish back in June, with 3 of his wins coming by way of stoppage. Let's see if he's going to find another finish here in this fight. 2 undefeated fighters here at the amateur level. You see in the corner there, Alex. There's Jake Heffernan right there. Alex Morono right there, coaching another one of his athletes here at Fury Challenger Series 7. Always cool to see the many skills of Alex there, commentating and coaching on the same night. Here's our tail of the tape for this featherweight bout, 22 years old against 25. Both fighters making weight there. Slight reach and height advantage for Brian James, being the 6'1" fighter against the 5'9" in Josh Thomas. See our cut man, Joe, right there. Shout out to him. Again, big shout out to all of the cut men here. I've seen Joe stop up some pretty brutal cuts on the forehead, on the eyebrows, keeping fighters in the game. Always pays to have a great cut man. See Omega level making his way into the corner now for our last and final amateur preliminary bout. Let's toss it in away now for our official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by SheathUnderwear.com, is scheduled for 3 rounds of the Fury Amateur Series featherweight division, and is your final preliminary bout of the afternoon. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing next level MMA, this mixed martial artist at 6 feet, 1 inch tall, and weighted officially at 144.4 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Long Island, New York, his amateur record stands at a perfect 4 wins, no losses. Here is the Hitman, Brian James. Introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Crazy Baja in the Woodlands, Texas. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 145.8 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, his amateur record also stands at a perfect 4 wins, no losses. This is Josh Omega level Thomas. Your referee in charge, Patrick Patron.
All right, referee Patrick Patlan with the final amateur assignment here Both of these undefeated fighters locked in the cage, ready to go to battle. Someone's O must go. We're going to find out who's going to get the job done here in just a few moments. Ooh, little knee there to get the attention of Josh Thomas pretty quickly. Omega level looking to get the hands going. Brian James, long, lanky frame. Switching stances back and forth. Southpaw to orthodox. Ooh, catches him with a quick right hand there. Looking to get some heavy hands going, potentially looking for the finishing combination. Clinch position now. James has got Thomas up against the cage, looking for the proper head position. Free again out in the middle of the cage. The hitman landing again with another right hand there. Thomas looking to get the single leg here, looking to turn the corner, get the dump. Not able to do so just yet. Thomas trying to get out of there as he felt his neck may have been threatened for just a moment. Good little front kick there to the solar plexus area from James. Another blocked high kick there. Ooh, good low kick on the way in. Takes the legs out of Thomas for just a moment as he tries to enter in for the takedown. Clinch work here again. Thomas got his hands together looking for the big lift in return. Doesn't quite get it on the taller fighter. Still heavy in the clinch position though. Under a minute left here in the first round. Thomas working this clinch position, driving James into the fence. Dirty knees. Ooh, looked like it may have been a tad bit low there by the reaction there of James. Fight goes on though. Couple left hands there on the break from James. Looking to get the hands going here at the end of the first round. Ooh, good inside low kick. Thomas backs off. Return with a high kick. Short time, under 10 seconds. Big jumping knee right there to end the first round. Good back and forth from both these fighters. Great exchanging. Solid action here in the first round. Look at some of these replays coming right up. There's some of the hands being displayed by Brian James early on. There's that flying knee at the end. Landed to the body there, right at the buzzer. Good exchanging from both gentlemen. Thomas looking for the takedown a little bit more often, trying to get the fight to the ground. Not able to get to the positions that he needs this far. Brian James able to utilize a little bit more of the lankier frame, get some of the striking landing. Right, seconds out. Headed into our second round here in our final preliminary bout. Okay, second round action just about to be underway. Here we go. James coming out in the southpaw position, lands a heavy body kick. Ooh, a couple strong punches being landed there. Clinch work from James. He's got Thomas's back against the fence now. Looking to sag down. Thomas doing a great job using a little whizzer kick there. Get the fight to the floor. He ends up in a top half guard position. You see James grabbing the body, grabbing the head. You know Thomas wants to create some space, land some heavy ground and pound here. Half guard, a good position to do that from. We can settle it down here, keep the knee shield out of the way. Got that underhook. Let's see if he tries to utilize that grip. We're getting a mouthpiece put back in here from the referee, Patlan. We're back underway. Gotta wonder if he was gonna move on to advance on that arm or not. Nonetheless, still in the top dominant position is Thomas. Landed some shots here as James tries to hang on. Minute and a half left to go in the second round. Looks like James trying to close his guard, but still within the half guard. Thomas throwing some heavy shots. Heavy hammer fists. Got some cross-face action going here. Coach is calling for the mount position from that scenario. Him using the forearm, using the glove across the mouth there to disrupt the breathing of Brian James, who's now recovered his closed guard. Let's see if he can do anything and threaten from within the closed guard here with about 45 seconds left to go in the second round. Thomas standing up, looking to land some ground and pound here. James trying to open the guard to get something going. Thomas stacks the legs though, right back on top. We're under 30 seconds. With 10 seconds left in the round. Looks like this one's going to be heading into the third round. There it is. Some great action again there in the second round. Both these fighters battling. We'll see. Here's some of the highlights, some of those exchanges happening. Oh, that was from that first round, big knee. Love to see that again. There's that whizzer kick to get the takedown there from Thomas. He tries to stay in a dominant position on top, doing a much better job doing so here in that second round. Going to see here, headed into the third round for the first time here on the preliminary section of the card, these amateur bouts. These judges so far having a fairly easy night at the office. We'll see if potentially they'll get involved here in this close fight. Headed into the third round now. Crowd getting a little bit involved as well. Looks like final round of action just about ready to go here. Patrick Patlan making sure the fighters are good. Third round is underway. James from that southpaw stance again, looking to get the jab going. Long, lanky frame. Been having success on the counter punching, but Thomas able to close the distance frequently and be able to get to this clinch position. Ooh. Hear the slap of that kick. Kick to the belly again there. There's that counter punching, backing up, catching Thomas as he's walking in. James is able to do a good job catching him, reaching, pulling him into the strikes, into the counter strikes. There's the level change from Thomas. Pretty deep on the takedown attempt here. And he's successful with it. This is big. 2 minutes left in the third round. Good spot for Thomas to be in. See what kind of damage he can inflict. James potentially looking to cut an angle for a moment. Foot stuck underneath the middle though. Settling back down to the half guard is Thomas. Got his opponent's head and back crushed against the cage here. Here Alex in the corner telling him to stay on top for the duration of this fight. Knows his fighter can win if he rides this out and does some damage to stay busy here in this top position. Referee Patrick Patlan has been known to stand fighters up pretty quickly and frequently for inactivity, especially with short time left in the round, looking to be decisive in the judges' eyes. Would not be surprised to see the referee potentially step in, as I know he's done so before. 45 seconds left in the round. Seems as if Thomas is doing enough for the moment to keep it busy here in this half guard. Potentially looking to advance, trying to get over to the full mount position. Got a good position to potentially get there now. Coach is calling for the mount. James got a great lock on that half guard. Gonna have to do something pretty dramatic from the bottom with 15 seconds left. Ten seconds left in the round. Looks like Thomas able to control this third round. In the fight on top. Great look for him headed into the scorecards. Getting the judges involved for the first time here this afternoon. Headed to the decision. Should get our verdict here momentarily. See some of the highlights from the fight here. There's Thomas getting that takedown. Although James has the head, nothing doing there. Thomas was able to stay busy enough on top, do enough damage to stay and maintain top position to the end of the fight. See high spirits for Brian James. Omega level looking pretty confident there that he's got the win, talking to his coaches. See Alex there giving some words of wisdom to the opponent there. Always love to see veterans of the game sharing the love, showing the love with these up-and-coming fighters. Alex being one of the Houston OGs per se. Coming up from a young man to a grown man now in the UFC, considered a battle-tested veteran, as you'll hear me call him from time to time, leading the way for the future of the sport, coaching, commentating, interviewing. Small deliberation here from the judges. Looks like Wayne chatting it up a bit, making his way into the cage now with our decision. Brian James still got a little juice in the tank. A little show of sportsmanship there. Always love to see that after two men go to battle, go to war in here. Handshake, high five, hug. Looks like Wayne's in there now. Let's go ahead and make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat,
we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by Live Oak Texas Vodka. All 3 judges scored the fight 29-28, declaring a winner by unanimous decision. Omega level, Josh Thomas.
Omega level getting the job done there. Staying undefeated, moving on to 5-0.
That was our final preliminary bout of the afternoon. We go live with the main card at 4:30 on UFC Fight Pass social media. You got plenty of time to pick up the new Noche Fury jersey, hot off the presses, and it was just clear with the promoter. If you buy one of those jerseys, we'll bring you in the cage to take a picture. How about that? Follow us on Instagram as well, at Fury Fighting. We're always giving away free stuff, tickets to future events, much, much more. We'll be back at 4:30 with the main card.
All right, you hear it there. We'll be back at 4:30 make sure that you tune in to the UFC Fight Pass Facebook page for the main card at 4:30. We have 8 professional bouts coming up. In the meantime, we've got about an hour to spare here as far as intermission before we go live at 4:30. Go back and watch the rest of this preliminary card. 6 solid amateur fights, 5 of which end in a finish. Some very impressive finishes from the amateurs. Go back and watch those. In the meantime, we will see you here live on the UFC Fight Pass Facebook page at 4:30. We will see you there.
All pro fighters on the main card, please report to the red corner dressing room for the rules meeting.